Ladies and gentlemen, gays and theys, welcome to the Boyfriend Material 100th episode extravaganza. That's right, folks. Now that we've made it to episode 100, we can finally shed our skin and become our true selves.
Hyper conservative.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's me, Armando Rogan Torres, and joining me as always, we have please introduce yourself.
Andrew the Thin Blue Line Rosas.
Oh yeah.
And I'm Jamie, the guy that Joe Rogan's always yelling at off camera.
Jamie, pull up my parents telling me I'm good enough. Jamie, pull that up.
File not found.
Jamie. I'll see if I can generate it in that weird AI that pays all of our bills.
Power
it
shuts
says
off.
No.
Austin goes dark, blackout citywide.
What is up, everybody? It is the 100th episode. I am just as surprised as you are that we've made it this far, both as a podcast, as friends, and as people. I really thought I'd be dead by now.
Yeah,
to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, Mondo kept going like, when I'm 30, if that's gonna happen. Like he would say that all the time.
Yeah, he would go, when I'm 30 asterisk. Let's assume for the best case scenario.
Hey, when I turn 30, wink.
Yeah, truly.
I said paying for everything with a credit card.
Well, the good news is now that we're episode 100, if one of us croaks, there's enough material to feed into a fucking AI chatbot and just generate one of us to interact on the podcast. So
it's perfect.
We can now feed it. We have enough material to feed the machine.
There's the sad thing is that I've been doing podcasting for so long. There's like 8 years worth of cult podcast out there. You could fully recreate Armando Torres very easily.
Oh, dude, speaking of cult podcasts, I was at my friend's going away party and I was talking to their wife, and she goes, "Oh, by the way, I just realized I listened to your friend's podcast, and she's married to one of our ex-coworkers, so she had no idea that she was listening to her wife's ex-coworker's podcast until you shouted out this podcast at the end of the episode of Cult Podcast." And then my friend goes, "Wait, is that Armando from Funhouse?"
Yeah, there's a pretty big cognitive dissonance, I guess, is maybe the word that the fans of cult podcasts have to have for boyfriend material, where they're like, no, not our sweet shelf boy who was so excited to get shelves. No, he can't be evil.
You can't give evil advice and put people in game. No, acid.
No.
Oh shit, speaking of putting people on game, I sent both of you guys a video that I found, a YouTube video from a person, actually friend of a friend, friend of Ryan Haley, this YouTube channel Speed, formerly of Donut Media. I watched a video about how to have the perfect summer. Ooh. It was like a bunch of things that you could do to have the perfect summer. Honestly, a lot of them real fucking obvious, like get a signature iced drink, wear shorts more, try to go in the water as much as possible. But some of them were good pieces of advice, like pick up a hobby that you intend to drop in September. It doesn't matter if you're good at it when you start, if it's something that you used to do, fuck it, you're just doing it for the summer, dude, and then you can fucking let it go. A lot of cool shit like that. And I was wondering if there was something that you had that you feel like is your go-to, this is how to make your summer better as an adult. Because the whole point, by the way, is that we don't have summer vacation anymore, so summers are just the hot part of the endless nightmare that we're forced to march through until we die.
Indeed.
So how do we reclaim that summer back? If you're asking me, you're asking Armando Torres, I'm saying you get fucking baked, you get fucking loaded on light beer,
Ripped.
friend,
Yeah.
and you go watch minor league baseball, brother.
Very good. Yeah.
I'm talking $8 beers at the most expensive. I'm talking hot dogs that shave 2 minutes off your life for each one you have.
Yeah, no, truly. I mean, those in Austin, get thee to a Round Rock Express game.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets $15, beers half of that. You can make a get an Uber and just get blotto out at the old ball game. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, bring a fucking radio, tune that shit into the broadcast, fucking sit in the stands, make friends, dude. Oh, that's a good summer.
Yeah, my advice for a good summer, or like I say good summer, I think like the best way saying good summer is putting a lot of pressure on yourself. This is my tip for setting yourself up for success. And I'll divide this into two categories. One, if you're single. If you're single, if this is a single summer for you, one thing you gotta do, and I highly recommend, is get yourself a new signature scent. And I mean, you need to get something light, something breezy, something fresh. Also, I would suggest spending a little bit more and getting something that has released in the spring or summer. Something that's basically like a new signature, like a newer scent from a fragrance maker. Because the last thing you want to do as a single person out in the town is be wearing like a cologne that's like or a perfume that's like 5 years old and smelling like someone's ex.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be triggering bad memories for someone. Because let me tell you, I have definitely walked through a fucking cloud of Santal and been brought 33? To my knees.
I told you to stay out of Bushwick, Andrew.
Yeah.
God damn it. So
I just love the idea of walking past somebody and going, "She's here. We must leave," and just fucking sprinting at.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't tell you guys my business idea. I came up with it at a wedding when I was fucking eye out of my gourd. All right.
You know this is good. Yeah.
You know this is fucking A1 shit. All right. Here's how it works. It's an app. 2 people have to download it and agree in writing with a notary that they are agreeing to sign up for this service and take it seriously under penalty of death. We'll shoot you if you do it wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
The name of the game is Find My Enemies. All right. Here's what it's going to be. You're going to sign up with somebody else, and then it's when you go to Google Maps or whatever to type in whatever fucking brunch spot you're going to, if it's within a 5-mile radius of your enemy where your enemy's at, your phone will be like, no good. No dice. They're gonna be there. Get the fuck out of there. Or if you're at a fucking farmer's market, you pull up, you see the strawberries, you're like, damn, I haven't had strawberries that good since I knew Melinda. You get a little whiff of Santal. Your phone goes, get the fuck out of here, brother. You gotta go.
Very
Get
good.
gone.
Very good.
The opposite of Find My Friends. Yes.
Yeah. Locate my enemy. I feel like if we get Palantir to back this, it could really take off and make us a lot of money.
Find my ops. Yeah.
Yep.
And then,
Yeah. I mean, truly, it's like find my one night stands. Find my find my ghosts. Yeah, damn.
Somebody pointed out to me. By the way, I'd said this at a wedding, and somebody pointed out to me, well, you could like reverse engineer it to like stay away from. When you sign up for the app, it's 2 consenting adults going.
Yeah.
I wish them well. But I never want to fucking see them again in my life.
Yeah.
We've all got those. We've got friends. We've got exes. We've got family members that, Lord bless them, don't want to see them.
No.
And they don't want to see me.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not.
Griff, you got a summer tip? Sorry.
As you know, I am the _indoor kid on all platforms that allow an underscore, and if it doesn't, just take it out. So I don't like going outdoors, especially in the summertime, especially in Texas. So I hate the summer, but I guess what I do to pass the time is I get into a new video game and then just do that until the weather has a 6 in front of it again.
Find a new obsession. This is Project Zone. Griff and I have a project that we're going to work on right now and maybe turn into content.
Yeah.
I'm going to get an old portable CRT TV. I'm thinking a small boy, 5-inch screen.
Perfect.
We're gonna restore it. We're gonna make it look nice, and then we're going to program a Raspberry Pi so that I can upload MLB, crop it to 4:3. I've already been experimenting this.
As God intended.
And then I have a friend who makes graphics for the MLB. He makes graphics, and I was like, "Will you help me code a score bug?" Like a vintage score bug that taps into MLB's free API program or stats and updates so that in my 4:3 cropped baseball, I can still see the scoreboard.
Yeah.
That's going to take me all summer, baby.
Yeah. That's going to take us all summer, probably.
That's going to take me all summer. I fucking love that.
Even just finding a CRT under $200 is probably going to take us a month.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of Facebook marketplacing.
It'll be
so expensive on eBay.
It'll be ready just in time for the World Series. That's what you got to know.
Truly could not be setting myself up for more disappointment than by starting a project to watch the Dodgers in the World Series before.
Or whoever.
Yeah,
or whoever.
Really tempting fate, as it were. Yeah.
Get yourself 3, 1 per summer month, disposable cameras. If you don't own film camera, get yourself 3 disposable Kodak Gold, fucking just point and shoot, disposable fucking camera. Find a film lab. Don't go to a Walgreens. Find a film lab near you. Get those shits fucking developed.
Huge.
Does Walgreens still have one guy chained up in the back developing photos?
Oh yeah, and he's seen it all.
I feel like at this point they just kind of collect them and then take them to the photo lab.
No, I mean, basically, all that Walgreens has, essentially just the Walgreens just has a photo printer. A thing that would cost you $700, they have. And they just have photo printer and photo paper. And that's basically all you really need. So it's basically just sending someone it's like tossing files in a Dropbox link.
Yeah, I don't think they're really developing pictures so much as using one of those film scanners and then upscaling it and printing it on the world's worst photo paper.
Oh yeah.
It's certainly by the way, somebody younger than you. Always. It's always somebody younger than you doing this on the whatever Walgreens app on the phone that they've been given, going, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. Oh, okay, that's a girl. That's a girl that's been hidden. I've seen her on a milk carton. Oh fuck me, why did I do this? I have, by the way, see if I can find this really quick. Oh yeah, there it is. So I've been here's another fun thing you can do. Normally I would reserve this for spring, but I'm summer cleaning, dude. I'm setting up my fucking pad. We got Griff coming out to Los Angeles. Griff and BK coming out to LA. I'm cleaning this up, making it a little hang pad. This also might be content. We might be driving furniture from Delaware down to California just to get a new chair for the office. I've been cleaning out my place. I've been finding a bunch of stuff. Griff, here's a picture that I found that I had. It's a little Polaroid picture with a date and time on it.
Okay.
Why do I have this?
Why do you have this?
Why do I have this?
Why do you have... Whose hand is that?
I don't know.
No one knows.
That's my girlfriend.
Yeah, I found this.
Well, hey.
That's my wife.
This was your girlfriend. I don't know who's in the house with you.
She was taken. She's been replaced. I'll have to use our code word to see if it's her.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a code word with your partners to if you got body snatched?
Yeah, we have a series of questions that we would ask with answers in the different specific answers. It's like code words.
Yeah, we have that too. Andrew, get on that. Okay, Andrew is the only neurotypical on this podcast. We've confirmed that.
Yeah, Andrew.
In real.
I got to be honest with you, brother. There's things on our back burner that would never even occur to you, brother.
Yeah.
Once per day. I have to stand perfectly still, glance around, and think the words, I know you can hear me. so that the person who has the ability to hear thoughts in the room around me, I don't know who it is, but somebody has it. I think it so they know it, so that they know that I know that they're there.
And I have to once a day either fold or stretch, which my girlfriend has started calling going worm mode, which means I either have to standing drop my entire body weight, so my body weight is like loose dangling forward, or I have to lay myself off the edge of the bed fully, and that's just what I have to do once a day.
Andrew?
And that's just how it is.
Andrew, how many
Worm
times
mode.
a day you see me going worm mode?
0.
Are you fucking kidding me? I never just drop my bottom half down and start stretching in front of you.
I've literally never seen you do that.
No,
Fuck you.
I literally have never seen this. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
you gotta
fair.
go worm mode.
I go worm mode. I stretch every morning, and then before I go for my walks, and then also just during the day, I'll just drop my bottom. I'll be standing up and just drop my fucking arms down.
Man,
stretch
you
it
do
out.
you do the fentanyl lean.
Yeah.
It's basically that.
They're fucking onto something. Fentanyl people have the best posture I've ever seen.
Every time we do this show, I realize more and more things that Andrew doesn't do that's indicative of a greater issue for me and Armando.
No, occasionally you guys drop some like daily practices that I'm like, I simply can't conceive of using any RAM for that thought process. Like, just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you use brain power to entertain those thoughts? And it's like, oh yeah, it's just quiet up here, man. He
doesn't think about normal people stuff, by the way. He doesn't think ever once in his life, am I breathing too loud next to this person? He's never thought that.
That's crazy. Everyone can hear my nose whistling right now and they want me dead. You don't have that?
You don't have that?
No, but also like I will say that doesn't mean I'm not like conscientious and like concerned about like bothering other people, but like am I hyper aware of my own bodily, like my breathing being too loud around no.
That group of women just laughed. That means that they hate me. I've done something to offend them,
and they want me dead.
They want me dead. Oh,
no! I didn't even know a group of women were there.
God forbid some teens walk by.
Because you know what? I'm engaged. No,
that's fair. I was literally just gonna say yesterday I went to go to the movie theater, and after the movie was over, an entire row of teenagers stood up in front of me, and I just went and just froze because I was to be perceived as they'll kill me. They'll roast me.
Kill me.
They'll hurt my feelings in a way no one ever has before.
They're gonna know that my jeans don't fit me right.
I was wearing shorts for the first day, and I was like, why did I do this? Why did I choose to make a fashion choice today?
It's the movie Weapons, but instead of children, it's teens, and they don't chase you; they just make fun of you.
Yeah, they roast you ruthlessly.
Yeah, they roast you into the center of the earth.
I'm not even joking. I left the house wearing a polo shirt and shorts because of that video that I saw, and I was like, hell yeah. I put on this like little bracelet that I found.
Nice.
I was like, yeah, hell yeah, summer fit. And then this group of teenagers stood up and I can't let them see it.
Oh man, can you imagine? You're like, oh, I got this new jacket I really like. It's a little bit of a stretch for me personality wise. Like this is kind of out of my comfort zone. But you know what? I'm gonna be confident. I'm gonna do something. You take 10 steps out of the house, and a teen just goes, "Oh, he trying something."
Hey, look at Unc stepping out of his comfort zone. Pussy.
Oh, I'd kill myself.
The quickness and efficiency of which I would end my own existence. And the last thing I hear, by the way, as I shoot myself is, bro shooting himself. Fucking hack, bro. Hack.
Oh man, that's
right.
rough.
Yeah, fucking summer tip number 101, baby. Learn a signature way to fucking kill yourself. All right, you
Yeah.
guys ready to?
Let's do it.
Let's fucking go! Woo! Welcome everybody to the 100th episode of the only relationship advice you're guaranteed to ruin your relationship. It is boyfriend material.
Ow!
I am your lovey-dovey host, Armando Torres, and joining me as always we have...
We have your centennial boyfriend, Andrew Rosas.
That means he's 100.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm your boyfriend who one of the ways that I have signaled to my partner that if I've been replaced, it includes a signature way to kill myself, which if I die and they say it's a suicide and it's not exactly the way that I said I would do it, if it was going to happen, then she knows that the government was a part of it.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
But now you
I
have
think
to
I told
switch up the
Armando
way.
it too.
You did. You have to
Because
switch
it's really
it.
funny.
Yeah. You have to switch it up now. It's too compromised.
Listen, if they find my body and it's not in a fucking clown suit in Congress, you know that
you know it wasn't the government. You know it was the U.S. government. I would never go out that way.
I was talking with Andrew earlier, and I realized something that I've talked on here a bit about a man named Ted. Ted is my grandmother's husband. Ted is not my grandfather, but I'm not saying that in a like, you're not my granddad. He's just Ted. He's the Ted that stepped up. You know, he's a great guy. I love him a lot. He's awesome. He is weird. He's a weird guy. He wrote that book about the highway and its peculiarities. He wrote a book about a made-up animal. He was a botanist for several years. He's a cool guy. He works with wood. The last time I saw him, he was working on learning the auto harp. He's just kind of a cool, weird, eccentric guy.
Hell yeah.
And every so often, I see people turning into him, and it's really cool. The last time when I was at that wedding I was talking about, I saw a guy who, within our lifetimes, we were like contemporaries. Does that make sense? He's like 44 years old. I'm 30 years old. I was 14 when he was born. Like, we were sort of within the same sphere of existence.
Yeah.
sure.
He's getting old. I saw a guy who's on the cusp of becoming like full blown like real adult old guy.
Oh boy.
Mm.
And it's
How'd that
really
feel?
crazy because he looks so young to me still.
Andrew, how old are you?
I'm 41. So 40, 41? I can't remember.
Yeah, you're not on the cusp of shit. You're still
No.
here with us in the fucking trenches, brother.
Yeah.
I look in your eyes and I know you don't know your purpose yet. This guy, he did it. He found his, he did it.
I know.
You've yet to discover
I
your
know
reason for
Andrew.
being here.
I know Andrew is still a young man because he does shit like post what he did on his story this weekend, which was like reverse engineer like that art palette, and I was like, "This is a young man's game."
No, that's
an
Ted
old man-
shit.
No, an old man would have just gotten it and then done it. I feel like that's it.
Okay.
You think Ted would have made it?
No, here's the difference. There's two kinds of old men. There's old men who wear hiking shoes most days, and they will make the fucking palette. Then there's old men who wear like moisture wicking polos with the college they went to sports team monogrammed on the fucking chest. They would buy it.
They would
Yeah.
buy it.
That's not Ted. That's not Ted behavior at all.
Ted's hiking shoes.
Ted's hiking shoes all the way. Here, okay. I don't know that this is going to show up very well, but do you see this sign here that says "Remember Nuremberg"? That is that was used in protests this year. That is carved out of wood and hand painted. Ted carved that out of wood. That's not a sign that he drew. That's carved. That's a 3-dimensional carve.
That's real.
One time,
It's real as fuck.
I was staying at Ted's house, and he had a wooden chest, and he said, "Whatever you do, you can never open the chest. all right, well, we'll see you tomorrow and blah, blah, blah. And then he went about his day and it just drove me crazy. He never mentioned the chest again. I spent all week there wondering what was inside the fucking chest. The last night I was there, I opened it up, hand-carved human face. That's what it is. He hand-carved into the wood a face going, ah! And then when I opened it, I screamed. And in the morning he went, gotcha.
So good. Ted's the man.
Ted's the man.
awesome.
Here's the thing. I'm going to be Ted. There's going to come a day where I become Ted.
I think we're all going to be Teds.
We're all Teds. Certainly.
Judging from, again, that you called me for that project, that's Ted behavior.
Absolutely.
This week, I thrifted a receiver for my hi-fi system, and I'm currently cutting up wood veneer to make it wood paneled because I think it's ugly when it's just like the metal. That feels like some Ted shit.
Yeah,
it truly is.
The fact that you have a 3D printer next to your desk, extremely Ted shit.
Also, not only did I get veneer to cover it, I got a veneer that I then eyeballed the color of it, bought a stain, and it matched my setup exactly when I applied it, and that was the best feeling I've had in years.
Yeah.
I need to be so clear also that being Ted rules. Ted has a flip phone.
Ooh, yes.
Not because he doesn't understand smartphones. Ted is the person who, when I was a kid, showed me how to use both Blender and my first animation software.
So he knows better.
He knows. He just doesn't like it.
No, I want to get a flip phone so fucking bad. It's like impossible.
No, yeah. It's like Ted doesn't have a flip phone because he doesn't understand smartphones. It is the opposite. It's because he understands smartphones.
It's like how IT guys are like, I don't have Wi-Fi in my home, and it's like, well, that's concerning.
Yeah, you don't think I'm like letting big tech fucking use Wi-Fi signals to map the interior of my home?
The interior of my home so that they know my gate. I don't like that my phone knows how I hold it. That's fucked up.
Yeah, you're so right that if you talk to any IT guy, by the way, and ask them like, how do I stay safe? And then they see you have an iPhone, they're like, fuck you. You're done. You're cooked. It's so Jover for you.
Mondo, you mentioned something about, I've met Ted. I met Ted when you and I went up to Portland last year.
Yeah, also extremely Ted behavior that I'm always doing on that trip, Andrew. He was on the search for the best Reuben within 15 miles of his house. That's why we went to that space.
Yeah,
I think you're already Ted, Armando.
Yeah, but Ted had a very sort of a youthful exuberance. I mean, he's an old guy.
Yeah.
But had a youthful sort of pep in his step, I would say, or like exuberance. And that belied his years. See, that was in spite of his years, he had a youthfulness about him. And I want to let you in on this is how to make your life a summer. This is how to make your life a summer. To fucking tie a bow on this. This is to make your life a summer. Stay fucking curious. That is the only way to stay young. That is like, because time just marches on despite what we do. But people who are, again, like looking for the best Reuben in a 15-mile radius,
oh yeah,
old pieces of shit who have given up have like resigned themselves to the kind of mid Reuben that's closest to their house.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Ted's curious. Ted's still looking for adventure. He's still like collecting hobbies, learning new skills and stuff like that. That is the only way to stay young, is to keep your brain flexible and plastic and like stay curious, stay interested in things, stay learning, be a student constantly.
Yes.
That is how you actually how you stay young.
And Chinese.
Look at that. Exactly.
Ted spent 2 years in China teaching English.
That's awesome. I want to do that.
You're fucking Ted, baby. Here's the thing. We all have Ted tendencies. Tendencies, if you
exactly.
will. And it's just becoming Ted is what happens when you're more Ted than young. You know what I mean? I call people. I don't text them before I hit them up. I get the itch to have a conversation with the person.
I prefer it.
I call them on the phone. That's a Ted behavior. All right. that's
Ted
categorically Ted
Yeah,
shit.
we talked yesterday about the project.
Yes. You guys ready to help some people out?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we've got some questions this week. Hi, my boyfriends. I recently went to my wife's coworker's party. Everyone there works at the same place. For context, this is a retail position. These are a bunch of people that work at the same store doing retail. Everyone there works at the same store, and it was hard to know how and when to jump into the conversation since most of it was workplace chisme. At first, I thought it was because everyone was a bit younger than me, with me and my wife being about 30 and them in their early 20s. But a week later, I went to my best friend's coworker's party where everyone was my age, and the exact same thing happened. How do you party with your loved one's coworkers, or am I destined to awkwardly stand next to my wife until the end of time? I got something off rip for this one.
Okay.
And I feel like anyone who's worked in retail or, God bless you, the food service industry, you sort of get this. You did not go to a coworker's party. You went into what is essentially the VFW with a bunch of veterans who fought in the same fucking war.
Yes.
All right? This is not a cool, fun little hang time. This is their opportunity to go, I'm fucking done, dude. I'm 5 days away from firebombing our store.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're rubbing elbows with that dude that burned down the fucking toilet paper warehouse or whatever. Like that's kind of you're at the planning stage of that act when you go to your partners.
Your fucking
function, yeah.
You're one really loud, talkative guy away from being a union gathering. All right, like yeah, so close.
Yeah, no, it's all grapes. It's just Grape City, and I think your job is just to be arm candy while Grape City happens around you.
Well, I would say that even you get to become the audience for these people because you don't know fucking anything. So you get to be an outside objective observer to be like, the moment somebody drops some juicy gossip and you don't know, you just go, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like totally out of the loop. What is this?
Yeah.
And then they get to go, oh my God, check this shit out.
Yeah. Yes. You need your greatest asset right now is going to be a captive audience. You need but a captivated audience even more. Like, I need you to practice this phrase and not in the girlfriend tells you a boring story way. Damn, that shit's crazy. Like you need to say that phrase, but mean it.
Yeah.
And like actually like be like, what? And exactly. That's how you provide utility at a gathering like that.
You become the person who vindicates what is very clearly wrong with all of their issues. And not in a sycophantic way, in a correct way, because most, if not all, workplaces are nightmares and the workers are always right and everyone else is always wrong.
Yeah. You are, not that this matters to you, but you are picking a side in a war, right? Yeah. There is an opposing group that is not at this party that thinks that everyone in this house is a fucking sack of shit. Yep. But so you are, just know that you are digging your line in the sand. But I think that because your wife's in it, that you're kind of, you got it, you know, you're in there. So just take anyone's side in a sycophantic way that is at the party over anyone who's not at the party. Also, people love to talk about their weird fucking shit. When I was at that wedding, I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, but there's so many things I forgot to tell you about. When I was at that wedding, I overheard somebody talking about Soup Group, which is just a bunch of people that it started with. They used to make a dinner party and one person would bring soup, and then it just became soup, and then it just became a group of people eating soup together, and they called it Soup Group, and a bunch of people would bring stuff, and then they'd make a soup, and then they would eat the soup, and then that was it. And by the way, they love telling me that story. The only reason they got mad at me is because I asked them if they had seen Fight Club and if I could take Soup Group and sort of franchise it out into different cities. So that way, wherever they went, there would be a Soup Group waiting for them, and they would be like Tyler Durden in Fight Club, and they did not like that at all.
Okay.
Soup Group, wherever you go, you can have it.
Yeah.
You can bring a potato wherever you go
Yeah.
and just show it off and then be allowed into the soup.
Into the soup group, yeah.
Guys, I'm creating a splinter faction called Stew Crew, and
Freeze! We're the slop cops, and you're running an unsanctioned stew crew.
It's the real sort of a Vatican II of fucking soup and stew related beliefs. Yeah.
This is absolutely nothing at all. I'm just curious, and I hope someone in the audience knows what I'm talking about. You guys know Perpetual Stew Guy?
I know of Perpetual Stew as a concept. I don't know the guy.
There's a guy on Instagram Reels or TikTok or whatever who has been cooking the same pot of stew in like a slow cooker, I believe, for over a year now. And every day he adds a new ingredient, and it's been normal ingredients like, you know, some meat, some carrots, some potatoes, but he'll take audience suggestions as well things like pickled peppers or like, yeah, just like weird random shit. He put like a whole zucchini in there or some shit one time. It's turned into mush. And it's just, and he just has it always on, and it's been on for like over a year now, and everyone's like, oh, you're gonna die, you're gonna get something, and he's like, people have been doing perpetual stews since the beginning of time, and like, I do this stuff to stay safe. But he also at certain points makes save data files in which he jars a portion of the soup.
He's save scumming. He's save soup scumming the fucking soup.
And then he'll have it, and you can see the progression based on the color and the viscosity and the contents of the soup broth in the jar. And it's insane.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh god!
The slop cops should arrest him.
They absolutely should. I gotta ask you guys a hypothetical question.
Yeah.
If you were, all right, let's say that we all took a trip to like Hungary or something. I don't know. No. The Middle East. We were out in the middle of nowhere in a desert, and we say all the right things. We get offered to go to a place. We go to the shack together. They open the door and they go, "This is the first soup." And we go, "What?" And they go, "This is the first soup known to man. It's been running all this time. We got the soup. Are you going to eat a bowl of this soup?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I think you'd kill me. I'd watch you guys do it.
I'm going to eat the soup of Theseus. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The fuck? Yeah.
No, yeah.
I want to eat bread made with 1,000-year-old mother. I want that in me. I want to try it. I don't care.
I bet that's real funky.
No, I'd Bourdain it. I'd absolutely eat that.
I'd
fucking
watch
soup.
you guys do it, and then I'd do it 20 minutes later.
That guy makes $5,000 a month from his stew stuff.
Oh, the real guy. I thought you meant the guy I made up, and I was
No, he's on day 900.
Oh,
and he makes $5,000 a month doing stew content. So that's cool.
I mean, yeah,
good on you.
He lives in California. You should go get some stew.
I'm gonna see if I can hit up the stew guy and get.
You should try to hit him up. His name's Zach. No K.
So I guess what we're saying, caller, is you need to start bringing stews to your friends' parties in order to
make a stew crew of your own.
Yeah.
Dude,
just have a ladle, just start stirring a cauldron and be a good ear. That's basically essentially what we're saying, truly.
Yeah, just listen.
Listen to people's problems while adding in weird things into your stew, like Eye of Newt, and go, "I will solve this for you." People are gonna fucking love you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genuinely, I think we nailed the advice in one. I'm real sorry.
Yeah. One and done.
One and done.
All right, we got another question for you. Well, hello, boyfriends. I'm 27F, my boyfriend 25M, and I have been dating for 5 months, and I'm curious what a normal sex schedule is. We're both in medical school and are busy people, but we see each other an average of twice a week. He makes me very happy, and our time together varies between school social events, small friend gatherings, and nights in. We unfortunately only have sex about 30% of these evenings together. If it were up to me, we'd have sex every night we were together, and at least half of the mornings post sleepover. Nice. But as it is, I am almost always the one to initiate sex. Sometimes my BF seems too tired or distracted, so I don't move past bedroom eyes. The sex we do have is great, but I'm imagining what our future would look like if this is the honeymoon phase. Am I crazy to think a couple in their 20s should be boinking more than this? Do I need to adjust my expectations? How can I broach the subject of, hey, fuck me more, without sounding rude or like all I want is his body?
Get over here. Yeah.
Get inside me!
Clip that.
Clip it.
Isolate it. Andrew,
No.
Future Andrew.
Did you say cut that or clip that?
Clip
clip
it.
that.
Oh, yeah. No, don't
Yeah.
cut that. I want it.
I want it to live forever.
I want to bring back Big Mouth and have them animate a vagina saying that, get inside me. That's the voice I did. By the way, I'm the voice actor for a company called Trashy, and I play a giant bag of trash, and that's literally the voice that I do. I'm a fucking big thing of trash.
Did they hold on a second? I know you said it, but say it again. 20 what?
They are 27. Their boyfriend is 25.
You should be fucking constantly. I'm gonna be real with you. This is insane to me. 6 months in.
Oh, 5 or 6.
Five months in.
5
Oh
months
yeah,
in.
they should be fucking way more.
I
Not
like
even
not
like an
to.
age thing, just a 5 month thing.
I mean, honestly, just a 5 month thing. Like I mean, I would say for most people, like as a relationship sort of like coasts into like, you know, the creamy middle part of a relationship, like
Ew.
sex.
Huh.
Yeah, the nougaty center of a
That's
relationship.
better.
A little bit.
You know, the sex frequency will wane a little bit, you know, naturally, because you're not high on that limerence like new car smell of a pussy. Now, what happened? But 5 months in, brother, that I don't want to like. I'm trying not to like doomer.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to doomer this thing, but yeah,
Gooner it.
I kind of think also you should be fucking more, especially in your
Yeah.
20s.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say one thing in devil's advocate, and then one thing because I actually kind of agree with you though. They're both in medical school.
I get it. Yeah.
I
and
get it.
People handle stress wildly differently. Yeah, and so I think that one thing to keep in mind is that you're both doing this incredibly difficult thing, and it's really hard to think about anything outside of, you know, this path that you have laid out in front of you. But also gonna say this, that I think that maybe you and your boyfriend have different sex drives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think having that amount of sex is probably fine if both of you are having, I would say, what would you say is a good, like having 80% of the sex both of you want to have? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If like 80% of the time both partners get sex when they want to have sex, I feel like you have a really good sex drive. If it's something like 90% one of you gets to have sex when they want to, and then the other one gets like 5%, which is what it sounds like here. I think you guys might have wildly out of sync sex drives. Does what I'm saying make sense?
Yes.
No, it makes
The
perfect
ratio?
sense.
Okay.
No, it
100%.
makes perfect sense.
It was just the describing it as getting the sex they want. Every time it came out of my mouth, I was like, I don't know that that's the way to
Ooh,
phrase
I
it.
have an idea.
Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay.
But no, Andrew, you go first. I'm sure your idea is much better than mine.
Well, no, it's just a recalibration because this is not so much advice as it is like kind of you asking you to take like a perhaps harsh inventory and like kind of look in a very cold mirror right now.
Mm.
Mhm.
I am here to tell you that I get that you're both in med school. Life is not going to get easier. I want to
No.
tell you this right now. If you think the easiest your life ever was is when you were in high school, I'm
Yep.
so sorry that's the case.
Yep.
I don't mean to like rain on your parade. Life does not get remarkably easier for
No.
a long time.
It
No,
actually
you're-
only gets harder, and then you realize it's only going to get harder after that. And then you realize if you don't do it right and you get too old, it's going to be the worst it's ever been.
And
Yeah.
well, I'm telling you right now, the time that life gets easier for you is the exact moment where it's harder to do things physically. Like
Yeah.
when you retire and you
Yep.
like, if you're able to, and you have like the kids are out of the house, you have more free time, maybe you have some disposable income, maybe you've paid off your house. Guess what? You need a double knee replacement and you can't
Yep.
hike anymore. So that, I mean, life's shit wall to wall and you get fucked no matter what. So what I'm telling you is this idea that like, oh, we just need to make it through med school and get to like our residency
No.
and like working in a hospital, brother.
Yeah.
Shit does not get easier. So like
Yeah.
this fantasy that you're projecting, like, oh, we'll have more sex when,
No.
not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
So-
the
Because then
very.
you got to go do your residency, and then you got to like pick a specialty. No.
I've seen the pit. I forgot that the other side of medical school is now you're a fucking doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, and everything is wall to wall shit.
Yeah.
I feel dumb for my answer now.
No,
Oh
fucking
no,
say it.
please. I just needed to pour an ice cold bucket of water on this fucking
I was gonna say put on Grey's Anatomy and see if that works. Because in Grey's Anatomy, they're all like med school and like residents, and they fuck in the closets and stuff. So like, maybe
Yeah.
that you watch that, he get bricked up.
Put on Grey's Anatomy. Put on Scrubs on your phone next to Grey's Anatomy.
Not Scrubs. No one except for Florence Pugh apparently can get horny looking at Zach Braff.
Oh,
oh.
okay. Are they dating or something in real life? I don't understand.
Yeah.
They did for a while, and then
Yeah.
she dropped him like a fucking sack of potatoes
Yeah.
into a
Isn't there like
perpetual
a-
There's
stew.
like a 25-year age gap. Yeah,
That's what. It's
Yeah.
like fucking
a
dude,
lot.
Yesterday, I saw a picture of Nick Cage and his wife together, and I wanted to die, dude. If you haven't,
She
by the
old?
way, no, Nick Cage is like 70 something years old, and then his wife is a 30-year-old Asian woman. And it looks
no,
like
that's so bad for Community.
pictures of them together look like her and her grandfather from the white
Yeah,
half of her
From the white
family.
half of her family. That's embarrassing.
It looks like a nurse and her ward.
Yeah.
It's
not
upsetting.
good.
Yeah, no, yeah, put on Grey's Anatomy. No, that's of course the. Let me go ahead and pivot, or not pivot. Let me springboard off my cold hard reality that I like laid on you, which is that things don't get easier. Or I guess less like hectic and less stressful. That only increases, or at the very best probably plateaus, and you're able to manage it better. But I would say that the best thing you can do for yourselves is, one, have a very, like the solution to most things is just have like kind of an honest conversation about it and your expectations for this. Sort of the expectations for your sex life and how like you'll sort of like negotiate it. And is that a super hot conversation? No. Is it especially a hot conversation 5 months into something? No. But probably one that needs to be had sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I would also recommend that you read, I would recommend everybody read a book called Come As You Are. No, seriously.
Spelling on that?
Yes.
COME, Come As You
Oh,
Are by
okay.
Emily Nagoski. I would definitely recommend reading that because or listen to the audiobook. It's a great audiobook. She narrates it herself. But, basically it reframes this idea of like, the caller was saying like, oh, I'm always initiating, or I'm like, trying to make bedroom eyes. And it's like, I don't know how to like get my partner to want to have sex with me. And it's basically what this book talks about in some of the chapters. Is not necessarily like how to start having sex more, but basically to remove the things that are stopping sex from happening, or to identify the roadblocks that put your brakes on for like wanting to have sex. For some people, it is stress. Like that's a major one, is like, hey, like there's a lot of anecdotal stuff about like, guess what? When I took like a husband, like when I took things off my wife's plate when she got home, guess what? We fucked because it wasn't coming home to a stressful environment. There wasn't more work to do.
That's like the number one thing in like everyone's relationship. You can't take the American healthcare system off of his plate though. Which is rough.
No, exactly. But it's a lens, I think, with which to view. This is not funny advice. This is just real advice. But it is a lens to view your particular situation and like how you approach it. It's like, basically what I'm saying, it's like the solution isn't hot lingerie. The solution is, it's not what is going to activate like arousal. It is what is going to take away the brakes from what is stopping the fucking from happening. And is it like, oh, is it the stress? Is it the med school and stuff like that? Well, then like maybe it is like getting like massages, like maybe it is doing like a spa weekend. It is like doing something. I don't know. I'm just throwing this out there. But it's an interesting house. Yes, exactly. It's maybe. Oh, you know what it is? Maybe I mean, 5 months in, you probably don't live together. But honestly, I mean, maybe you do. Who the fuck knows? But like honestly, maybe it is like hiring a house cleaner to clean your fucking house, one of your partner's houses, so it's not something that they're thinking about all the time. Yeah. So that it's like, oh, I come home and I'm not having this like low level hum of anxiety and stress thinking about there's dishes in the sink. I can't fuck because there's dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
I want you to know that when you started talking, I was trying to come up with the title for the porn parody of "Come As You Are," and you talked for so long that my brain finally came up with one for each of them. So the porn parody would be called "Cum," spelled C-U-M. Come ass. Ooh, hard.
Okay.
Is the porn parody of "Come As You Are."
Oh, okay. I was gonna say "Come Ass You Whore."
Ooh,
that's pretty good.
And then I was gonna say, if you're looking for that book, you have to add book to the end of it, because apparently there's a song by Nirvana called "Come As You Are," and that's like the first whole page of searches. But on that album, there is a song called "Drain You," which I think is funny.
Yeah.
Come as you hard. That's where I stole it from. Things to keep in mind that I wanted to say was that you might also just value sex higher in your relationship, like hierarchy of needs. Sex is, I know this sounds so stupid, sex is different importance to different people. Some people, obviously, because we have like asexual couples and stuff, sex doesn't come into the equation at all. For some people, it's extremely important, and that might be where you're at. And not that there's anything wrong with that and breaking up over that. It might feel that way if you have this honest conversation and he's like, dude, I'm fucking giving you all I got, and I ain't got more in the tank than that. I'm real sorry. It feels weird to break up with somebody because they're not having as much sex as you want to, but I want to remind you that the singer from that band and fucking the mom from Stranger Things, that's literally what happened. Is he was like, I had to break up with her because her boobs were too big and she wanted to fuck too much.
Yes, there was a lot of online discourse with the fact that the lead singer of Jamiroquai broke up with 90s Winona Ryder because her boobs were too big and she wanted to fuck too much.
I'd chop my hands off and blind myself to do it. To have it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And I just want, like, I would implore the listener to Google 90s Winona Ryder, and I want 90s Winona Ryder. And if you, I will personally send you the funds to have surgically you transformed back from a cartoon wolf.
Yep.
I don't know how to tell you this, but this looks like your girlfriend.
Whoa.
Your girlfriend kind of looks like Winona Ryder, dude.
In the 90s?
Yeah. Interesting. And he said they were too big and that his lobster was too buttery.
Yeah, steak
And
too
his
juicy.
steak was too juicy.
Steak too juicy, lobster too buttery.
Couldn't
And then
do it.
she wanted to bone like crazy cell. She wanted to bounce on the crazy cell all the time.
All the time.
And he said gross.
Yeah, and he tried to frame it as he broke up with her. Anyway, it's
yeah.
just it's okay. Whatever you say, Stav. I think it's gonna sound fucked up, but you shouldn't feel bad if you want to date somebody who has a similar sex drive as you. Now, as an aside, also not funny advice.
Ass side.
We can be ass slide. Comma. That was me putting a comma, but making it. What am I fucking doing
Naughty.
here, dude? I wish I was dead. One of the things you can do is have a conversation of whether or not your sexual advances are actually being seen by what could be an extremely oblivious dude. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to apologize for your boyfriend here, but I noticed that in the thing, it was sometimes I give him bedroom eyes. He ignores that or is distracted or doesn't notice, so I don't push it any further. Have you tried being undeniably forward about what you what you want in the time that you want it? Because that could also be part of it. Is just a lack of I'll tell you, I need a little. I don't need verbatim the words to come out of your mouth like, now initiate sex, let's do it, initiate sex now. But I do need more than what I think is a look to initiate sex.
Also, can I also throw you some, let me put you on some game too. In a very similar way, to tie this back to something that we talked about for having a great summer, which is Mondo mentioned from this video, which is taking up a hobby with the intention of quitting it at the end of the summer. What I'm saying is you take the pressure off yourself for something to happen with your hobby. What I am saying to you is there could be a reason with the stress that your partner, that your boyfriend is feeling from the outside world, with medical school, with the state of the world as it is, brink of the brinksmanship of nuclear war. It's a stressful time for everybody. He might also feel a pressure to perform in a sexual arena. We've all felt this at some point in our lives. Now, what I am saying to you is that if you want to have an open, honest conversation about this, part of that should be, hey, why don't we just make out? With the express thing is this does not have to lead to sex. In fact, you should maybe say this shouldn't. This should not lead to sex. We should just make out. We should just have a hot makeout sesh. And actually, it can't lead to sex. We have to restrain ourselves from it leading to sex. And guess what? Taking that pressure off of yourself for anything to continue, I'm not going to guarantee, but man alive, that probably puts some fucking gas in the tank for future exploits.
Yeah, brother, you're going to want to have sex.
The
moment you say that.
I know. And guess what?
Yeah.
Oh no, we probably should.
Oh, no.
Guess what? Guess
Oh.
what? Listen, there's method to the madness, friend.
That is not the direction. I thought you were going to go pick up anal for the summer. You know, start working.
I thought he was going to say give him this summer, and if he doesn't drop the hobby of not having sex with you, then you got to go.
These are both ways to look at it. Certainly, no. I'm just saying that if stress is a concern, the last thing you want to do is make having sex stressful.
Yeah.
Again, engage in physical activity and sexual, but not, or sex adjacent activity without the expectation of sex happening. Basically, that's what I'm saying, because I think that is fertile soil is will create conditions for things to thrive if that is sort of removed, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I have the most unfunny practical advice for this shit.
I for one just can't believe that a female med student listens to us.
Yeah,
that's
right?
cool.
That's also true. Yeah,
that's pretty sick.
Here's another thing about becoming a TED is that eventually you look around and all the professionals are your age or younger, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Ooh, when you go to the bar at the wedding to get a drink, and normally those people have always been older than you or around your age, and you've just kind of been in it together, like, oh, this is so weird, and you look and they're a child.
Oh, I mean, we've talked about it. My doctor's younger than me. That fucks me up.
Yeah, my doctor.
I don't like that at all.
My doctor's about to become younger than me. That my new doctor is going to be 29.
Disease?
No, he's got something worse, a medical degree, and a younger birthday than me.
I hate that. I know we always need doctors, but like, ew.
It fucking sucks, dude. One
Also
thing
proud of you.
One thing that you can always bring up is you could always throw it on something else. Like, I know that this is all right. I'm qualifying this too much. Here's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to give you advice on how to broach the subject with your boyfriend in a way that isn't the most honest, and I don't necessarily am promoting lying to your partner. Okay. But what I am promoting is creating a situation in which you can foster this conversation where you're not putting blame on anything, where you're like, hey, I was listening to this incredible podcast called Boyfriend Material that I love. Maybe skip episode 100. And while listening to it, on all streaming platforms, but I listen specifically on their Patreon because I like the experience without any ads. When I listened to the show, they were talking about somebody who had trouble picking up on when their partner was trying to initiate sex, and that led to both of them sort of having a miscommunication, and they these smart, sexy hosts talked about maybe having like a sexual language with your partner where like you can do little things that show like I'm working up towards this, wanting to have sex with you. And then it has the added bonus of like sometimes maybe we're like out at a bar and you do the little thing where it means like I want to have sex with you, and then now like I'm excited because I know that when I get home we're gonna have sex, and maybe I don't have to eat anything with dairy in it tonight so that I can fucking be there for it. It's what I'm saying is like you can broach the topic of like I heard about couple worse than us.
Wait.
and that made me think about how I don't want to be like that, and so now I'm bringing up this topic that totally doesn't have anything to do with us.
No,
I'm now unfortunately picturing Armando standing in the kitchen about to bite into a big slice of pizza, and his partner coming around the corner, slapping it out of his hand, slapping him on the ass and saying, "Not today."
No, me finishing a slice of pizza and then getting the signal and running to the bathroom trying to make myself vomit like James Bond. Just ate poison. No!
Pouring a fucking like salt shaker into water and drinking it to make yourself fucking vomit. God damn. And also, again, this is stuff that you also need to figure out sooner rather than later, because A, life doesn't get easier, and two, if you have this mismatch of expectations or this mismatch of like sex drives, I hate to say it, I know sex isn't everything in a relationship, but it is kind of important. And
it's important to you, is what it sounds like. It's really important to you, which is important.
I'm saying like not like broadly, conceptually, it is important within the context of a relationship to have those expectations, because if you compromise on it and like really compromise on it and like kind of bury deep down in the fact that it's like, yeah, we're not really having sex as much as I want, and think that will get easier, brother, that will fester into a resentment that will lead you to cheat. That will lead you down or just be a really shitty person to your partner. Like,
it's also the 5 months of it all. That's too early for that to happen.
Yeah.
You guys should be like all like crazy time all the time. 5 months in, that's like 5 years. You get that question.
Yeah.
The 5 months of it, I keep coming back to that. That's fucking nuts. And you're in your 20s. 25. I had an erection constantly at 25. My dick went hard all the time at 25.
It's all the microplastics. You can't do it.
I was always at the ER because every time one of those fucking Blue Chew ads came on and they were like, "If you've been hard for over 4 hours," and it's like, I've been hard for 27 years.
No, I'm seriously though. Like at 25, shut up. Like it was all I thought about. It's all I thought about. Now I've become more Ted in my old age, and I'm thinking about woodworking projects.
Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, all I was saying, by the way, to clarify, all I was saying about sex being important to you is I was saying to the caller, sex is clearly a very important thing in the hierarchy of your needs of a relationship. For some people, it's the most important thing, the cornerstone, is like deep conversation. For some people, it's like the shared thing that you do together, like fucking hiking, or how you guys both do drama, whatever the fuck.
Medical.
Different people have different things that are important to them, 100%. And this is very important to you, 100%. And it's not lining up, and I'm sorry. Sometimes, I mean, do the conversation, have everything, try to make it work. Obviously, you guys like each other, but if your sex drives aren't matching up and that is hurting you, you can also just, I don't know. I hate that we're preparing you for the worst. We're just, look, we're your general war room, and this is, oh my God. You guys know about the story of how the government has a protocol for what happens if zombies attack?
What? Yes, they do, and it is like it's in like fucking project plan F. Like it's just it's so far down the line of things that could possibly happen, but it exists.
Well, here's a little fun fact for you. It is a real thing that they have, and the reason that they made it zombies is because they realized that the original one, in which it was a military training in that you had to prepare for the military to be at war with the citizens of America, that was kind of bumming everyone out. So they had to come up with a reason why there would be a bunch of aggressive, non-armed civilians. And so they turned it into zombies, and that's what that is. And it's not as cool or scientific. Anyway, point is, this is your zombie contingency.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes.
Just, if you break up with this guy, just don't say it was about the sex, dude. Don't just you two are clearly looking for different things out of your relationship, etc. I heard about somebody breaking up with their fiance because they were like, I didn't get the excitement I thought I should have when we got engaged, and I'm calling off this wedding.
Ooh,
and yeah, like that's, people were more or less like, that's fine. I'm seeing here that doesn't seem fine.
No,
no, that seems bad actually.
Really?
To me, because I mean, what were they hoping for?
Well, I think part of it is that people are in relationships for a really long time. And then I'll be honest with you, one of the things that made me realize I needed to not be in a relationship anymore with one of the people that I was dating for a really long time was the fact that I had bought a ring for them and then was imagining our life together forever married, and was like, ooh. And so it was one of those things where it was like the act of realizing like this would be forever.
Okay, I was thinking worse than that. I was thinking like they get proposed to or propose or whatever, and they're like, yeah, and it didn't feel like fireworks going off over Magic Kingdom and Disney World, so of course I cut it off. Like I thought it was like over this, like they were like, yeah, not just like, but no, if it's like a, oh god, no, then yeah, no, definitely cut that off. I thought it was more of like a expectations reality thing, but no, that is I understand that.
I see what you were saying. I thought you thought that I meant the proposal that was the problem.
Yeah.
That would be insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
But caller, I think what you can do at the very least is, and this is actual medical advice, as a medical professional yourself, is if your boyfriend is not having sex with you enough, it's probably because he's not donating to the Patreon, which he should do at patreon.com/midnightstacktv.
Yeah, it's the best way to want to fuck your wife again. It's certainly what you got to do. I just remembered this isn't a wife; it's a
It's a 5-month-old boyfriend.
Whoa!
Oh, no, sorry.
Whoa.
The relationship.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, you here's the thing. I want you to remember that the mom and dad from Malcolm in the Middle is relatable for some people, and it sounds like that's what you want. You know what I mean? So you gotta find, you quite literally have to find somebody to match your freak.
Match your freak, yeah.
Match your freak.
She was right. It's important.
Do that. We hope this helped. Hey, do you have a question that you want answered? Well, you can send it over to us at midnightsnackcontact@gmail.com. Both of the questions this week came to us from our email. That is midnightsnackcontact@gmail.com. Best way to hit us up. You can also hit any of us up on Instagram or us as a brand at midnightsnack.tv on Instagram. As Andrew already mentioned, the Patreon, best way to support us, best way to find love again. Midnight Snack, our Patreon is patreon.com/midnightsnacktv.
Or
just Midnight Snack. Or it's racistgofundme.com, which is so much easier. Just do that.
Or bigoldcocksanddicks.com.
yeah, we still got that one.
Actually harder to do that one, but I do like it, and we do still have it. We Twitch stream. You can go to liveboyfriend.com to catch our Twitch streams. You can also watch all of our Twitch streams that we have or that we have done by subscribing to the Patreon. And yeah, that's all the plugs for us together. I think here's me. If you want to find me, I'm at Mondo Does Stuff. Best place to follow me is on Instagram. That's where I post about the shows that I do. That's where I post about the stuff that I'm working on. Yeah. And the stuff it always is. Andrew, where can people find you?
Find me on Instagram at andrewrosas.ig or andrewrosas.art for art-related things. Commissions are still closed for the time being. I'm going to pick up some more. I'm going to open them again in the summertime. But right now they are closed. But you can go to newwestpostclub.com and join my postcard club for $8 a month. I will send you a postcard straight to your door featuring my artwork on one side that you can keep as an art print or send to a friend or loved one. It also comes with a hand sign letter about the art and about the painting process and little thoughts and musings on creativity and things like that. It's a wonderful little thing that I'm doing, and I would appreciate if you signed up for that and got some art in your life. newwestpostclub.com is where you can sign up for that at the Ko-fi. Griff, what about you?
I am the _indoor kid on all platforms that allow an underscore, and if it doesn't, just take it out. And as always, I am streaming with my wonderful, lovely producer girlfriend on her Twitch channel, which is Black Crystal. Nope. Fuck. I was doing so good for so long, which is twitch.tv/Black Crystal, the K and an E, and you can figure out where those go. And as usual, we were playing multiplayer games, MMO type games online with our community. We are also streaming story driven games from our couch in the vibiest setup you've ever seen. So come through, check it out. It's a good time. It's a good hang, and say hi.
Do it.
There you go. And I'm gonna say that we love you. Thanks for being here for 100 full episodes. That's insane. That's crazy.
100 episodes.
That's a lot.
That's a lot,
right? That's the last one, right? Are we done? Are we doing this still?
Yeah, that's it. That's done. The end of boyfriend material.
Yeah.
And until next week, we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.